talk about the jokes on the Kardashians. That's it. Back on track. All right.
I got a topic. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about George Sullivan and how friggin' much of a shady snake in the grass that this guy actually is. Comes on our show. Now, our co-host Tommy trained at Josh Madama Jiu-Jitsu, the gym, in Toms River. This guy comes on the show talking about, I'm opening the gym, promote my gym, which we've been promoting. I've been sharing statuses and updates that he's had.
Yeah, like catching his back on he's a fucking cheater.
It's two mini malls across down the road from Josh's gym.
His sister's school.
Yeah, basically. And, this guy who has awful grammar, he basically makes himself look like an idiot with some of his posts that, he's
a
in the
cheater.
wrong form of there and there.
He's also a cheater.
Douche. Cheater, yeah.
He did his sacrilege in the martial arts community. It truly is.
That's absolute low blow disgust. And you know what? I'm not even, in Tommy's school. I don't train with him. I'm not on his team, but he's our teammate in the co-host, realm of this podcast. Like, so I got his back, and it pissed me off from jump. Tommy showed me messages from Josh. I don't want to take Tommy's shine here, but he showed me messages from Josh about, Josh being pissed off at us for having him on our show and basically feeling betrayed by Tommy, who's, didn't try that at all. Basically, Chris even said before today, he remembers Tommy, saying to George, really, you're opening in Toms River? Like, that's kind of, shady. So
Tommy definitely called him out. He called him out, and, I think that it got weird for a second. I was like, I was almost like, Tommy, why would you do that? But then I had no idea on the backstory. And, Tommy I don't think knew either that it was a mall away.
Well, that's what it is. He wouldn't tell us where it was. Oh, I can't disclose the location right now. Of course you can't, asshole, because you're coming on.
I remember that. And now when you look at his post, it's the same thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tommy.
You're coming onto a show where you're helping us by coming on, and we're helping you by letting you promote your shit. But you can't be man enough to fucking say where your fucking school's going to be. My character gets fucking questioned. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck you. You're not really that important. You're on a downturn in your fucking career. You're in your mid fucking 30s. You're coming off 2 losses, not to mention 2 fucking suspensions from USADA. By the time his school fucking opens, he's only going to be relevant to his buddies, and his shit is going to be fucking shorter than Kurt Pellegrino's fight with Nate Diaz when he got triangled and fucking clowned on the ground.
Good.
Oh, good one, Tommy. Good one.
Oh, I appreciate the Nate Diaz reference, Tommy. As much as you love him, I know. I know. I do.
I'd like to chime in real quick though, in support of Tommy's, feelings. First off, I'd like to say, I don't think I'm going out on a limb here. The show disavows any relation with Senor George Sullivan. All right, he can go eat a bag full of dicks. All right, he can go eat a bag full of dicks. Honestly,
and we're small time. We get it. He's a UFC fighter, but he could go fuck himself.
But scumbag
he's
Sullivan.
Small time, dude.
Is when he's wearing the little hat and say that. And also on top of this, coming from where Tommy's coming from, your relationship with your coach, if you're not a piece of shit, with your jiu-jitsu coach, if you spend enough time, it should develop, if they're not a piece of shit and you're a good person, it should develop into a real big mentor-mentee type relationship. And I'm just putting myself in his shoes. If I thought, if my coach, if Mike went out and said, you know what, did you know that somebody was opening a school right next door? I mean, I would be just beside myself, number one. Number two, it has happened in my own jiu-jitsu school. There was a guy that basically did what Sullivan's doing. And let me tell you, at tournaments, it's like ATT Brazil it's like Brazilian top team and shoot box down in Brazil back in the day.
The rivalry is insane now.
Oh my lord! Because you don't do that. You don't set up a shingle.
Once other schools get wind of it too, other schools get wind of it, and even they're gonna look.
Yes,
because everyone knows everyone in that community.
That dude's character shows. You don't do it.
You're essentially trying to take food off another guy's plate.
That he already
established.
Exactly.
It's been established since 2005. Rhino Fight Team, who Frankie used to fight for, opened up right across the street from us at our old place. Now, at least that fucking guy, Rob, or whatever the fuck his name was.
And what happened?
came over and talked to Josh. It was just like, are you cool with this? And Josh was just like, whatever, I don't care. They went out of business in 3 months.
Boom.
Right.
Closed shop.
So,
was gone.
3
months.
It just kind of shows you what type of, I guess, intelligence this gentleman has.
Character,
I shouldn't even
too.
call him a gentleman.
No,
I like character. It's George Sullivan. No, but that's the thing. He's so foolish. Like, you're not going to get good traffic coming into your gym.
There's the loyalty should be there by now.
Gym right down the street. I shouldn't even say down the street. It's like a spit shot away. It's ridiculous how crazy this situation has become. I mean, he played so stupid on the show too. Yeah, he knew exactly where that building was.
And what is he gonna do?
First thing you do.
What's he gonna do? Like charge like a dollar less per month? Like is he like how petty is he gonna get?
He's gonna say, oh, it's $2.45 in their jiu-jitsu. It's different. Fuck that, dude. It's not. I get it.
Or he's gonna try and use the fact that he's a UFC fighter. How about this? You're a fucking cheater.
Yeah. Well, look at the chain of events. He gets popped for cheating twice, and then this is his go-to move, is open up next to another dude and try to swipe people from him like a douchebag. You're a piece of shit, bro. I'm sorry. But
yeah, he made an announcement today on Facebook that he was competing in jiu-jitsu tournaments. I hope somebody fucking takes his left arm.
They're gonna. Holy shit.
You know what I can't wait for? I can't wait for his school to open and his students go into jiu-jitsu tournaments, and the cream always rises to the top there. And yeah,
he's
always
about to get released. He's going to get released from his UFC contract the day of his fucking grand opening.
Watch.
And he's going to be fighting for Bellator like Kurt did for one last paycheck.
And still somehow popping for drugs in Bellator, which is you got to try to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. You have to try.
All the while, like, not knowing how to speak or write intelligently, coming across as such an unintelligent douchebag on friggin' Facebook and on social media.
Who's going to want to do business with a man like this? Tell me that, guys.
That's my point. Like,
well, here's how much of. How about this? Here's how much of a scumbag he really is. The person who hooked me up with him to get him on the show, brother-in-law and sister, train at my school.
That's fine.
Yeah,
part
so
of
there you go.
Family
that's the closing statement.
So that's how much
we don't even have to
he is.
fucking comment any further. That's it. That's all you need to know about George Sullivan.
Tommy just dropped the mic right there. Well done, Tom.
Yeah, mic drop moment.
Good Lord.
And I don't even want to waste another fucking moment of our airtime on him, to be completely honest. Besides when we announce his UFC release.
If you plan on training in the Toms River area, make sure you go to the reputable Josh Madama Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's where you want. That's where you want to train. You'll get a good workout. You'll get taught the right way, not by some friggin' jerk off who really, doesn't have your best interest in mind. That's not what you want to do with your hobby and your spare time. Or if you want to have a career with this, you'll get further going with somebody who's an actual stand-up human being and does things for the community and doesn't rob money out of people's pockets who are essentially already established.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah.
He ain't gonna have any friggin' success there. So it's going to be a non-issue in a couple of years.
Nope. Exactly.
So,
Ryan Bader is far more relevant than Ian McCall.
No, come on. Ian McCall's got a great story. He fought back from addiction. He had those scares back in the day. He's come back and he's put it on the straight and narrow. I'm afraid
nickname is fucking Uncle
fight.
Creepy.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm afraid that if he doesn't fight, we might see him under a bridge somewhere. So I just really want to.
I seen him on someone's podcast the other day. I think he was on someone, the Fighter and the Kid or some shit.
He was on Joe Rogan's podcast.
He was on Rogan.
Oh, yeah,
Joe Rogan's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's fine.
Yeah, but he won't. He doesn't want to open a school because he said he doesn't like to teach.
Yeah.
All he does is podcasts. So, I mean...
You should go teach at Sullivan.
If financially you could...
So let's call him up. Maybe you can get him on our podcast.
You should go teach at Sullivan's place. It'll be closed in 3 months. If he doesn't like to teach that much. There won't be nobody coming.
Excellent.
There won't be anybody coming, so you can just sit around, do podcasts, and not teach.
You got to feel bad for this guy. You really got to feel bad for him. Like, all of his opponents all dropped out right before the fight. Then the fight that he saw